We are now going to learn the crocheting tutorial of the little bee. Take a look. We go around the wire. We go around it. Hold the thread. Ring starter. Crochet it in from below. Drag it around. Then hook a standing needle. Represents the height of the first lap. The first lap we did in this hole. Hook 6 short needles. Insert the needle. Drag over the wire. Okay, so that's a short needle. Take a look at this V. Let's take a marker buckle and mark it. Take a look. Okay, continue with the needle. Drag over the wire. Second short needle. Take a look at the 6V. 6 short needles. Take out your finger, pinch the thread, and tighten it. Remove the markings clasp on the first stitch. Insert the needle at the position of the first needle. Drag over the wire. The first coil drags the second coil. This is a pull needle. The last stitch of each circle is combined with the first stitch, not counting the number of stitches. In the second circle, continue to stand a needle represents the height of the second lap. This doesn't count as the number of needles. The crocheting law of the second circle is to hook 6 short needles and add in each stitch. Okay, first stitch. Remember the mark buckle. Okay, we insert the same needle. Hook another short needle out. This is a short needle plus needle. Then we repeat. Take a look. End of lap 2. Remove the marker buckle. Continue to hook a lead needle. Start the third lap. Continue to stand up the needle. The crochet pattern of the third loop is a short needle. A short needle plus needle. Repeat. Our first needle entry. Only hook a short needle out. Mark the button. Start the second stitch. Hook short needle plus needle. That's 2 short needles. So, as a group, we repeat the hook for 6 sets. Last group completed. Remove the marker buckle. Hook a pull pin and merge. Okay, lap 3 is complete. Start our 4th lap. Continue to stand up the needle. The rule of the 4th circle is 2 short needles and 1 plus needle. Beginners must remember to mark the deduction. I won't mark it here. Okay, 2 short needle hook plus needle. So that's 1 pin hook. 2 short needles. Okay, repeat this round. Last stitch done. Continue to promote. Okay. Start the 5th lap. Stand up a needle. The 5th circle needs another hook and needle. What about crocheting? It is 3 short needles and 1 plus needle. Crochet it yourself. 5th lap completed. Now there are 30 short needle eyes on it. Then next we hooked twice, 30 short needles without reduction. 1 needle corresponds to the hook and 1 short needle. I crochet these 2 loops myself. Take a look here. I've hooked the last stitch of the 2nd loop. Then the next lap we have to change the line. Let's take a look at the steps of changing the line. We advance on the last stitches. Relax the thread. And the bottom of the wire, these two coils, we re-enter. Take a look. Wear it here. Take out the thread of the color we want to change. Drag over the wire. Directly replace the threads of our original colors. The original color line can be directly taken off and broken. Leave a little thread. We can wrap it in when we hook the short needle, so it won't open the wire. Okay. We continue to hook the lead needle at the position of the first needle. Tension, a standing pin. We continue to use this color line. Hook 2 circles of short needles without reduction. Then change to the next color line. And this is what it looks like. Okay. Complete these 2 laps on your own. Okay, second lap. We repeat the steps from the previous circle. Continue to change the line of the color we want for the next circle. Take a look here again. Demonstrate the wiring change. Hook 2 coils under this coil. Drag the color wire windings we want to change over here. The original thread is tightened. Cut directly. Pinch the thread over. We wrap it in when we hook it. Pulling needle, tensioning. Continue to stand a standing needle. And then we use this colored thread. 2 more loops of crochets, no less stitches. Then change the line. Okay, crochet it yourself. Take a look. 2 laps I've finished. Changed the color line in the next circle here. We will repeat the same steps as before with a new color line. 2 more loops of crochets, no less stitches. Crochet it yourself. Take a look at the 2 hooks. Continue to change lines. Repeat the same steps as before. Same. Use this colored thread hook for 2 turns without adding unreduced short needles. Then continue to change the line. Self-crochet. Take a look. Here we change to the last color line. Same thing. Stand up a needle. Use this color line again. First. Crochet 2 loops of unabated short needles. It's also 2 laps. Let's crochet it ourselves. 2 laps complete. Then put a little cotton in it first. Next circle, stand up a needle. In the next circle, we are going to start to reduce the needle. What about the crocheting law of reducing needles? It is 3 short needles and 1 reduced needle. We're going to hook 3 short needles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 short needles. Let's take a look at the crocheting method. Normally, with reduced stitches, a needle goes in here. I picked 2 wires. A V. Then we reduce the needle. That is, pick the outer half of the next needle. Go in from the outside. Out the middle. Pick the inner half of the next needle and enter through the middle. Inside out. Just put 2 needles. Merge into 1 needle for use. Okay, needle reduction is complete. Okay, 3 short needles done and reduce the outer half of the next needle. Okay, drag it needle over. Reduction complete. We repeat 3 short stitches. A reduced needle. Self-crochet. The first lap of needle reduction is the next lap. The next circle still needs to be hooked and reduced. Crocheting? It is 2 short needles and 1 reduced needle. Good one. 2 short needles completed. Demonstrate the crochet method again with reduced stitches. Pick the outer half of the next needle. Then pick the inner half of the next needle. Take a look. Okay. Drag over the wire. Needle reduction complete. Okay. We follow two short needles. Complete the circle in a reduced needle sequence. The next circle is a short needle and a reduced needle. Then it's all needle reduction. Let's crochet these 3 loops by ourselves. Take a look. Bite. Needle reduction continue complete. To inject. Hook a lead pin and tighten it. Then continue to stand a standing needle. One last loop, the pointed part of its tail. For the last lap, we'll do stitches for stitches. A short needle. There are 6 short needles in total. Take a look. 6 short needles. So here's what it looks like. Then continue to merge. Tension. We left a bit of long thread. For suturing. Okay, pull the thread over to it. Take out the suture needle. Take a look. After the last hook, we pick the outer needle. The outer half of each short needle. Tension after picking. Take a look at this. The tail of our little bee. It's pointy. Then poke the thread into it. To any other needle. Hide a few stitches. The remaining threads can be cut directly. You can also stuff it in. Can play the role of a stuffed cotton. Take a look at the body of the little bee. It's already done. Let's hook now. Little bee wings. Take out the white thread. The same ring starter. Crochet into the needle from the bottom. Drag it over. Stand up a needle. Here we hook a short needle first. A short needle. Then we hook a medium and long needle. Take a look at the crocheting method of medium and long needle. Drag over the wire. There are 3 coils on the crochet. We wind the wires and drag 3 coils at once. Good medium and long needles done. We continue to hook another long needle. The same goes for long needles. Wrap the thread into the needle first. Drag over the wire. 3 coils on crochet. We round the wire through 2 coils at once. Keep winding. Take the remaining 2 coils. Okay, now we're going to hook the long needle. Twice round the line. Wrap a long needle around 2 loops of thread. Insert the needle and drag it over. For coils on crochet, we are the same winding. 2 coils at a time. Repeat. 2 more coils. Long needle done. We keep repeating. Then hook a long needle out. Twice round the line. Okay. 2 long needles completed. We are still doing it in the hole just now. I just tightened this hole. Go ahead and hook another long needle into the hole. Okay, then we hook a long needle. And a medium and long needle. Then it's still the same. Hook another short needle through this hole. Hook the short needle. Just right. Drag it directly. Take a look at the wings of our little bee. Completed 1. Then follow this method. We'll hook another one out. Take a look at the two little wings of the little bee. And we're going to do the suturing now. Take a look at where the middle lead is. And we put it underneath. It's more beautiful this way. Then we put its wings on it. Probably in the middle. Take a look right next to the purple line and the pink line. The purple line is the location of the center point here. You can use a needle. Or crochet. Just put it 2 lines. Put it in a central position. Tie a dead knot with these 2 threads. Take a look at a little wing. It's firmly fixed on our little bee. Just poke the thread directly in. Then leave a space in the middle. Sew up the other little wings. The wings are stitched. Then sew its mouth. We took off a small black line. Take out the suture needle. Take a look. Everyone counts 123 under this piece on the 3rd lap, and you just plug it in through the needle on the side. Leave a little thread here. Find the symmetrical position here. Tie a dead knot. Hide the thread. Then take out its little eyes. Find an approximate location a little above its mouth. We can use scissors. Let's zoom in on this hole a little bit. Put your eyes in it. Take a look. The other side. Okay, take a look at our little bees, and you're done. Okay, now let's learn the crocheting tutorial of the little turtle. Like a little bee, it's also a circular pinch. Drag over the wire. Crochet goes in from below. Drag over the wire. Stand up a needle. Okay, the first same circle starts. Short needles. Let's learn again how to crochet short needles. Needle inside. Drag over the wire. 2 coils on crochet. Rewind the wire and drag 2 coils at once. Okay, first stitch. Mark it with a button at the beginning. The first needle is not very easy to find. Better mark it. Okay, go ahead. Take out your finger, pinch the thread, and tighten it. Okay, take off the marker clasp. Hook lead needle. Tension. Start the second lap. Stand up a needle. Represents its height. The second circle is 6 short needles. 2 short needles per mesh hook. Here, everyone marks the mark buckled by themselves. Last stitch done. To find the location of the first needle, hook a pull needle. Pull tight and start the third lap. Continue to stand up. The third circle is a short needle and an additional needle. First pin hook, a short pin. Second needle hook plus needle. That is, hook two short needles in the same mesh. Okay, one short needle and one plus needle. Then for the third circle is two short needles and one plus needle. The fifth circle is three short needles and one plus needle. You complete these 3 laps according to this rule. Okay, these 3 laps of needles, a total of 5 laps, were completed. Here we go on lap 6. Stand up needle. Now there are 30 stitches on it. What about the next 6th and 7th laps? A needle. Hook a short needle. 1 stitch corresponds to 1 hook. 2 turns together. Let's crochet ourselves. Take a look at the 2 circles of unreduced I've got the last stitch here. Hook to the last stitch. Let's not lead yet. Let's change the line first. Put on its belly-colored thread. Press the same line to change method as just now. Loosen the coil. Pick the 2 coils below and come in. Then put on the new line we need. Pull this line directly over to it. When the hook is pulled, wrap the thread round the hook together. In this way, we don't have to hide the thread later. Its line will not be opened. Pulling needle. Continue to stand the standing needle. Our next lap. Next round, we only hook its inner half 30 short needles that are not added or reduced in 1 circle of the inner half needle hook. Let's take a look. Inner half needle. Normal 1 needle. Entering from the outside is to pick a V. The whole V is 2 wires, but we are now half a needle inside the hook. Enter through the middle of this V. Just pick the thread inside. Leave the outer thread unhooked. Okay. Go ahead and hook the short needle. 1, then continue with the second needle. Same thing. Only hooks its inner half needle. Just go in through the middle. Hook short needle. Repeat. Take a look at the hook. Obviously, like this. There will be a wire on the outside of the outer ring. It's the outer needle we don't have a hook for. So I can crochet this circle myself. Okay, here's our last stitch. Same procedure. Hook the lead and needle is normal. Hook a whole needle. It doesn't hook the inner half needle. Pull tensioning. Stand up and needle. The next lap. Here we go. If you go down, we're going to start crocheting and reducing stitches every lap. The steps for this circle are 3 short needles and 1 reduced needle. Again. Teaching the crocheting method of reducing needles. Okay, 3 short needles. Start reducing needles. Pick the outer half of the next needle. Then pick the inner half of the next needle. Okay, drag it around. Short needle. So we put its 2 needles merged into 1 needle. Okay, we repeat. Okay. Take another look. Pick the outer half of the next needle. Then pick the inner half of the next needle. Okay. Drag over the wire. Okay, needle reduction complete. And we do it this way. 3 short needles and 1 reduced needle. And then the next lap. 2 short needles and 1 reduced needle. So I can crochet these 2 loops myself. Okay, 2 laps of needle reductions are completed. Obviously shrunk. Let's start with a little stuffed cotton. And then we crochet underneath. Next, Next lap. I still need to crochet and reduce the stitches. Up needle. The previous circle was to short needles, then this circle is a short needle and a reduced needle. The last lap down is full of needle reduction. You completed the last 2 laps according to this rule. Last lap done. Hook the lead needle. Then we leave some thread. Disconnect directly. Just left about 10 centimeters. Break the wire and pull the thread over to it. Take out the suture needle. Let's give it this last little bit. Take a look at the last bite. We randomly picked 2 or 3 outer hemispheres. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I pull it tight. Pull it tightly and take a look. This small opening is gone. Hide the thread in it. Take a look. What's next? We turn around and point this belly at us. Then insert the needle next to the lead needle. Drag over the wire. Stand up a standing needle, and then we circle it. 1 needle corresponds to 1 needle, and a circle of short needles is enough. Then pay attention when belly facing us. Then when we hooked, loosen the hook a little bit. Keep it from wrinkling. Crochet this circle yourself. Take a look. Here we are at the last stitch. Hook the same steps. Combine a pull needle with the first hook and tighten. Then we just disconnect. Pull the thread to the back of it. Take a look at the original thread. Let's just tie a dead knot on it. Good to tie the knot. This knot, stuff it directly into its body. Then sort it out. Take a look. That's it. Okay. Here we go. We crochet the head, hands and feet. Take out the base thread. Ring starter. Insert from the bottom. Drag over the wire. Stand up a needle. The first circle starts. Steps. Hook 6 short needles. Six short needles to complete. Take out your fingers and tighten them. Merge with the first hook pull needle. Tension. A standing needle. Start the second lap. Second loop hook plus needle. Each stitch is hooked with 2 short needles. Okay, lap 2 there are now complete. 12 stitches on it. Then we hook 2 loops of 12 short needles without subtracting. Hook these 2 laps by yourself. Take a look. 2 laps. Short needle complete. Start the last lap. Stand up a needle. We're going to hook and reduce stitches for the last lap. We hooked a short needle. Then a reduced needle. A short needle. A reduced needle. Repeat. Finish finding the destination of the first needle. Insertion hook a lead pin. Pull it tightly and leave a thread of more than 10 centimeters. Set aside for suturing. Good disconnection. Take a look. The head is ready. Probably that's the effect. Take a look. Let's go ahead and sew its hands and feet. Hands and feet are crocheted in the same way. Starter. Hook 6 short needles. First lap. Take a look at the 6 short needles. Take out your fingers and tighten the thread. Okay, what about the second hook pull? Then stand up a needle. The second circle directly corresponds to 1 stitch. Just hook 6 short needles. This one is smaller. Maybe when everyone hooks. Please, just be a little more careful. Needle to needle. Hook a short needle out. Take a look. After the hook is finished, the lead is directly disconnected. Then we follow these steps. Complete the remaining 3 feet. Take a look. I'm done with all 4 feet here. Then the threads of our feet. Trim it. Then stuff it inside. Leave a little thread. Prevent open line. Pick this outer thread inside for it. Take a look. The feet are taken care of. Then for the head, we put a little cotton in it. Okay, almost stuffed. Then take out the suture needle. We sewed its head to its body. This lead wire should be placed at the back. We found the position in front of it here. Any needle into the needle. And it looks like this. Then we put this thread. Take a few stitches to other needles. Prevent open line. Take a look at one effect of this. Then its hands and feet. Just glue it on. Find an approximate location. And then it's finished sticking its feet. Okay, we're going to hook the little turtle's tail. Wrap it around. Pinch where the lines intersect. Take a look here. Direct braided needle. Then stand 3 braided needles. And we go back to the penultimate needle. Insert the needle here. Drag over the wire. Hook lead needle. Okay. Then go to the last locking needle mesh and insert the needle here. Also hook lead needle. Leave a little thread when you're done. Disconnect. Little tail is done. Okay. Then we sew it on its little tail. Okay. Tie it a dead knot. So the tail is sewn. Take a look at the little tail, and then we tuck down the light green line. Take a look. Enter the needle at random. In the second circle, the needle comes out here. Leave a bit of thread. And then we take about 2 stitches apart. Come out. Coming out to the first needle. Take a look here. After sewing, then we go back for another walk. Like this. It's got wires all around it. Take a look. After completion, take a look. There are a total of 6 sides above, and then poke the needle under it accordingly. Bring it here. Then continue to repeat like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, last stitch. Find the position of the line at the beginning. Come out. Cut the thread a little shorter. Same step. Tie a dead knot, hiding in the body. Take a look at its shell. We're done. Then we sew its mouth shut. Let's first determine the position of its eyes. The eyes should be a little above, otherwise you can't see. I complete. So its little mouth. Take a look. Same steps. Cut this thread. Put it together. Tie a knot. So our little turtle. It's done. Take a look.